Hi, how are you? Leandra here. Just getting ready for a great story time today. But I was sitting here listening to the sounds of the bugs and the birds and the wind in the trees. Do you like to listen to the sounds outside? It's pretty cool what you can hear. So today we're going to actually learn a little bit about a certain bug that makes a very loud sound. And we're also going to learn how important bugs are to the environment. So as we enter into spring, we're going to be seeing a lot more bugs out there. So I hope you enjoy the stories. Bye.
Hi, and welcome to the reading of Cecily Cicada. My name is Keita Murdoch. I'm the co-author of the book. I originally wrote this book with my mom 17 years ago when the cicadas emerged, the Brood-X cicadas 17 years ago, and we've edited it and added some beautiful new illustrations for the 2021 edition. I hope you enjoy it. In her dreary earthen hole neath the sassafras tree on Hydacopper Street in Washington, D.C., lived a hopeful nymph cicada waiting for the time she could crawl up top and feel the sunshine. The last thing she remembered before digging her hole was her solemn mama saying, "Cecily, be bold, be patient, dear, and persevere, and never do give up. For in 17 years, you'll get back to the top. In 17 years, you'll know what to do, and something amazing will happen to you." For 17 years, she waited day and night for time and temperature to be just right. Cecily ate roots, then ate some more, but eating roots was such a bore. So she was stalwart and passed the time doing 17 things that don't fit in this rhyme. For while she awaited that far-off day, she had to be clever and learn to play and entertain herself till the soil felt right. At 64 degrees, she could crawl up to the light. So she was listening, knitting, dancing, drawing, doing headstands, juggling, eating root spaghetti, cooking, making faces, prospecting, reading, singing, doing yoga, whistling, throwing a pot, throwing a fit, and sleeping. Once, when thinking of things to do, a friendly worm came passing through. He asked, "Why are you waiting down in this hole?" She said, "That is something I cannot control. In fact, I wish I could go up with you, but I must wait. My waiting's not through. In 17 years will come the day when I can go outside and play." One morning in May, she awoke with a start. This was the moment, she knew in her heart. Somehow she knew she must get to the top. She began digging and did not stop. Her head popped out in the dim moonlight, but her climbing continued that starry night. After so many years, she felt so free, she climbed up the bark of the sassafras tree. When she got near the top, she suddenly froze. She felt stiff from her nose to her toes. She couldn't move. She was stuck in one spot. She tried to crawl and found she could not. She wiggled and wriggled with all her might, but no matter what, her feet held tight. She thought, "I have to get out of here." Her body trembled with outright fear. She began to shake. She couldn't stop shaking, when all of a sudden she heard something breaking. She heard a rip and then a crack. She felt the night air on her back. She tried moving her feet and found they would. Then took a step and found she could. But why had she been stuck in one place? She looked up and saw the dry brown case. Her new self was pale with wings that were green. Her skin was translucent with a beautiful sheen. When the sun came up on the beings who sleepin', Cecily's color began to deepen. Suddenly a question entered her mind. How can I leave part of me behind? That withered brown case used to be me. but now it's dried up and stuck to the tree. She saw from her branch a most curious thing, a creature like she was with beautiful wings. You look puzzled, but look around. There are hundreds of us crawling out of the ground, climbing up trees and leaving our past, spreading our wings to embrace life at last. We're leaving our old self stuck on the trees while we fly with the ladybugs, robins, and bees. What's a wonderful thing to fly. Jump off the branch. Give it a try. It was amazing. Her mom had been right, as Cecily found on her very first flight. You know how it is when you've had long to wait? When that thing finally happens, isn't it great? If you've been in a dark hole, nothing is duller. Imagine emerging, surrounded by color. Below her were flowers and beautiful plants, birds and dragonflies, spiders and ants. Children were playing in Glover Park, and parents were dragging them home before dark. For 2 days, her red eyes took in all the sights and the sounds and the smells of springtime delights. There were savory flowers that smelled so sweet and tasty new leaves for her to eat. Then after 3 days came a glorious sound from the bushes and treetops and all around. From male cicadas both high and low, a chorus of voices began to grow. For some humans it may sound like a buzz, but Cecily knew just what it was, a beautiful, joyful, thankful song of creatures who'd lived in the ground for too long. Then she heard the sweetest voice, one that made her heart rejoice. Cecily looked up, and to her surprise was another cicada with stars in his eyes. When you see a cicada, please give her a smile, 'cause you may not see one again for a while. Just look at the grown-up who's reading to you. When the cicadas come back, you'll be grown up too. 17 years have gone by since that little girl, my daughter, was photographed holding Cecily. Sure enough, she has grown up. She's 19 now and a sophomore in college studying engineering. She loves Cecily Cicada and has the new and the original copies of the book on her coffee table. Enjoy the emergence of cicadas in your area. When they come back, you'll be grown up too. Thanks for listening.
There are some other bugs to look for this spring. Check this little guy out. They break down dead plants. They eat pesky insects. What's this? They get rid of bad bugs. They leave good nutrients. Want to know a little more about worms? Some cool, wormy, fun facts. Did you know that worms can eat their weight each day? And did you know that worms can grow a new tail, but not a new head if it's cut off? In 1 acre of land, there can be more than 1 million earthworms. Lots of cool, wormy, fun facts. Hi, my name's Leandra and this is
Dodie!
and we're here today to make a
Wormery.
few items. You collected some rocks, some dirt with what's in here? Worms, some grass clippings. We have some sand that you can also get from your backyard, and a little water.
Yes, I'll come back to you. Then I'll ask, what have we done under the sun?
garden or compost pile. And it's a kind of a nice, fun little thing to look at and good for the environment. And if you'd like, you can add any other stickers and fun elements. You can add other colored sand. But wormeries are a lot of fun, right, Bodhi? Can you say bye?
Bye.
Bye. The Very Hungry Caterpillar
La oruga muy hambrienta,
by Eric Carle.
por Eric Carle.
In the light of the moon, a little egg lay on a leaf.
Al claro de la luna reposa un huevecillo sobre una hoja.
One Sunday morning, the warm sun came up and pop! Out of the egg came a tiny and very hungry caterpillar.
Un domingo de mañana, apenas salió el tibio sol, del huevo salió una oruga diminuta y muy hambrienta.
He started to look for some food.
Enseguida empezó a buscar comida.
On Monday, he ate through one apple, but he was still hungry.
El lunes comió y atravesó una manzana, pero aún seguía hambrienta.
On Tuesday, he ate through 2 pears, but he was still hungry.
El martes comió y atravesó 2 peras, pero aún seguía hambrienta.
On Wednesday, he ate through 3 plums, but he was still hungry.
El miércoles comió y atravesó 3 ciruelas, pero aún seguía hambrienta.
On Thursday, he ate through 4 strawberries, but he was still hungry.
El jueves comió y atravesó 4 fresas, pero aún seguía hambrienta.
On Friday, he ate through 5 oranges, but he was still hungry.
El viernes comió y atravesó 5 naranjas, pero aún seguía hambrienta.
On Saturday, he ate through 1 piece of chocolate cake, 1 ice cream cone, 1 pickle, 1 slice of Swiss cheese, 1 slice of salami.
El sábado comió y atravesó un bizcocho de chocolate, un helado, un pepinillo, un trozo de queso suizo y una rodaja de salami.
1 lollipop, 1 piece of cherry pie, 1 sausage, 1 cupcake, and 1 slice of watermelon.
Una paleta, un pastel de cerezas, una salchicha y un pastelito y una tajada de sandía.
That night, he had a stomachache.
Esa noche tuvo un tremendo dolor de estómago.
The next day was Sunday again. The caterpillar ate through 1 nice green leaf. And after that, he felt much better.
Al día siguiente era domingo otra vez. La oruga comió una hermosa hoja bien verde y se sintió mucho mejor.
Now he wasn't hungry anymore. And he wasn't a little caterpillar anymore. He was a big, fat caterpillar.
Ya no tenía hambre, ni era una pequeña oruga. Ahora era una oruga grande y gorda.
He built a small house called a cocoon around himself. He stayed inside for more than 2 weeks. Then he nibbled a hole in the cocoon, pushed his way out, and
Construyó una casita a su alrededor, un capullo, y se encerró en ella por más de 2 semanas. Un día hizo un agujero en el capullo empujó un poco para salir y
He was a beautiful butterfly.
se encontró convertida en una bellísima mariposa.
The end.
Fin.
That was pretty great. Well, I think we're gonna go ahead and go on a bug hunt to see if we can find some interesting bugs. And maybe we'll even find some worms, or maybe we'll find some caterpillars. Who knows? All right, well, we'll see you next week for story time. Have a good one. Bye.